G'day everybody, Steve from Ardux 4-Wheel Drive Touring with another spotlight on campgrounds. Today I'm at the Darling River Campground, aptly named on the Darling River in the Toorale National Park, which is between Bourke and Louth in northwestern New South Wales. We'll give you a look around it. Now, this being a national park at the moment has booking fees on it. I don't know how long that'll be the case for, but it does have fees on it at the present time. Just the usual $6 fee. This is our camp where we've been on this particular trip. But of course the big feature of this campground is the fact that it's right on the banks of the Darling River. This is the Darling River. Now, probably long-time viewers of this channel, by the time you see this clip, you'll have seen my trip videos that incorporate this campground. And if you're new here, go and check out the playlists and you'll be able to find the trip where we did the Darling River run. Now, that's what the river looks like. Now, it has been in flood. It is in flood still, theoretically. But yeah, it's got a lot of water in it compared to normal. Now, this campground has got fire pits, so you can have fires. Being a national park, it'll be bring your own wood in, of course, and do the right thing, of course. There's no bins. There is one single drop toilet, which is in good condition, very clean. So it's nice that way. National parks have included the mandatory beware of falling branches signs because of the gums. Now, we're camped roughly in the middle of the campground area. That's the road in. We veered off to the left to camp where we are, so this is going around to the right. Then we thought about camping in this spot where there's another fire pit and another table. It looks a nice spot, but there is another chap camping just further down, so we didn't want to be on his doorstep. But it's a pretty big campground, this. Not as big as some of the ones I've done, but quite large. And obviously all the good spots are on the riverbank. Now, it's grassy. It's also got a few cat heads in the grass. You get that in this kind of region. But it's very pleasant. So there's no real downside to camping here from what I can see, other than you have to be fully self-sufficient, which is normal and to be expected. But you do come across this fence line here, which I'm pretty sure marks that this should be the end of your camping zone. So there are more bollards than fences, but I suppose there's nothing to stop you walking further through and having a look at what's around through there, but it's probably just more of the same. It's interesting that they've bollarded that bit. Just keep bringing it close to the river again. A nice way down the river there, you can get there easily. Nice wide bit. And there's a bit of a sign here. It's a little bit almost impossible to read. A bit of a sign sculpture thing. So that's probably as far to the right from the entry road that you can go. But of course you can't get right on the river bank. Well, you've still got all this out here. Nothing to stop you camping over here. So you could pretty well fit anything you like in here. Now, on that, this national park and the whole region is in a floodplain. So if it's wet or been wet, don't come here. You won't get in. Because it's black soil country and it just turns to mud, and if you do come in you'll be here for weeks. So look at the weather, work it out. All where Karen and I camped at the moment is dried up mud. Solid dried up mud. But I've just been looking at the trees around here. There's watermarks 5 feet up the trees from where I'm standing. It's been very, very flooded. Anyhow, with that, under normal circumstances, graded dirt roads to get here that are pretty good, and there would be no reason you can't come in here with a van. I would lean towards off-road style van, but the roads are pretty good, so you could probably bring a normal caravan in here. Motorhomes. Actually, you're probably getting a lot of sun flare, so I'll let you look at me for a minute. I'll cop the sun for you. So, motorhomes, as I said, camper trailers, swags, tents, it's all doable as you come down here. So, no real problem there. Now, I'll flick you sideways again. There's your pit toilet. Now, Toorale National Park, let's spell that right, used to be a property, as a station, and National Parks took it over in the year 2000. So they haven't mangled it as much as they tend to just yet. But anyhow, as you can see, I've been walking a while. There's a fair distance over here, and we've got another camp group over here, which I'll try not to bother. Well, I didn't hear a sound from these people last night at all, so I'm not sure they're here. But anyway, so there'd be nothing to stop you camping all over that way. And where these guys are with their little van is back around on the riverfront as well. So you'd be able to camp there without any problem, as indeed they're doing. So I won't go over there any closer to them. Not even sure they're there. They might have a group and have a couple of cars, I don't know. But they've got a little caravan, lots of solar. It's a nice sunny area the right time of year, so solar works well. So that's a fairly normal-ish style van. So pretty good spot actually, because it's away from the main camp. Pretty well the only area you get a couple of cars into, so it'll be semi-secluded. There's all this spot here, so a little bit too channely before you get back to us. So, what have I not mentioned? I haven't mentioned what you can do here yet. Well, it's the Darling River, so if you could figure out how to get your kayaks or things onto it, that'd be no problem. Fishing, I'm pretty sure fishing is no issue at all, because I've seen fish jumping all over the shop in the time I've been here. So you could certainly fish. But it's just also a nice place if you just want to veg out. It's going to be for a few days, week even, maybe longer, whatever suits you. Be no problem. I'm just going to walk through this bumpy rutted bit. You can actually, you'd be able to drive to where I'm walking if you drive past where Kaz and I camp now. So you could use this part here as another camp. be warned, the temperatures are up a bit, the flies are friendly, and there is mozzies, as you'd expect, overnight. So you can't ride out here on this little point thing. That'd be pretty as well. So it's just a mile of assorted camping here. That would suit just about everybody. So I'm pretty well running out of more stuff to tell you about this campground, but it's a beauty. I like it. And I would rate this one quite seriously. I think this would be very close to one of the best campgrounds I've stayed at out of all the campgrounds I've been to in my time travelling. So I would really rate this one. So if you're in the region, I'd suggest you come out for a look at it for sure. It's the Darling River Camp in the Toorale National Park, and it's a beauty. So give it a look if you're in the region. Now, if you like these kind of videos, put a like on it, really helps the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, click the notification bell. That way you'll know when a new clip comes up. To the old hands, thanks as always for taking the time out of your day to watch one of my clips. And like we do like to say here at Mud Ducks 4Drive Touring, just get out, enjoy the bush, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers guys, have a good one.
He's back.
Here's someone enjoying the bush right now.
It's beautiful out here.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Don't look at me, look at the scenery.
Would you rate this one, Kaz?
Definitely.
Yep, see?
Definitely. Look at the scenery.
Kaz rates it. Got to be good.
Look at the scenery.
Leave you that view there, guys.